Welcome back to the second session of the panel on decisions of the future, how big data and data sciences are shaping the DNA of enterprise growth. I'm Vinil Vadi, CTO at SuneraTech, and your host today. Next up, we have Chris Wagner joining us today. With more than 26 years of experience in senior leadership roles, Chris has demonstrated a history of working in e-learning industry. A strong product management professional with experience in various industry-leading organizations like K12 and the Washington Post. Chris, as a Senior Director of Product Development, leads various technology initiatives for accelerating digital innovation at K12. Welcome, Chris. Thank you, and very glad to have you on the show. Let me kick off this discussion with a broader question for you, Chris. I was reading a market study or a survey that you might call it. And as per that report, due to the COVID-19 impact, there's been significant adoption in online learning and consumption of online learning. And markets have seen a significant growth to the tune of 22% over the last previous year. Can you throw some light on how this extended demand for online learning has impacted K12 and some strategies around the managing the shift in this mode of learning?
Sure, thanks. First off, we're moving our systems to the cloud for better scalability. This includes our learning platform and our customer-facing systems so that we can support a greater number of students and teachers. We're also scaling our data platform, where we're adopting a new suite of technologies like Snowflake and new best practices in development to meet our future needs. Our strategy captures more data with better quality, and we're able to use this data to drive better outcomes for our students and our other customers across our business lines. The academic success of our students is a priority, obviously. Building platforms to analyze data in support of these outcomes is extremely important. It allows us to assess the effectiveness of our platforms, our partners, our curriculum, and our teachers. And we're able to identify opportunities to change with better agility to meet emerging needs.
All right, some fantastic perspectives and takeaways there, Chris. So, Chris, we see that there is a major shift towards, like we discussed, towards personalized learning and immersive learning in through online platforms, and you being a critical leader and critical force in shaping the software product development and roadmap at K12. How do you see data science evolve and guide in your product innovation and evolution in terms of offering personalized experience to students through the K12 platform?
Yeah. We're moving towards a very intentional integration of data into our overall strategy. In the past, data has been a necessary part of our back-end business platform, used primarily for reporting. Our data science team received that data, but consistency and quality was not always 100%, and it made things a little bit more difficult. In the future, data will be a primary component of our product strategy. Using data science against an expanded set of higher quality data will enable us to adjust our processes, platform, curriculum to drive tools and metrics for our teachers, better outcomes for our students. And that, again, is the ultimate goal of our business, is greater academic success of our students. While we're doing this, the data that we capture also supports machine learning and AI initiatives. There's immense opportunity in how we understand what works best for each of our students individually, and to adjust our systems, the way we interact with those students, and the way we handle the curriculum and the teacher interactions with them.
Thanks for those insights, Chris. So, Chris, one last question before I let you go. Given your long-term engagement with SuneraTech, can you share some insights into how SuneraTech has been assisting you and your team in building a data-driven organization?
Sure. SuneraTech's been a partner with us for several important initiatives. First, they worked with us on key products like developing our system-to-system integration platform with MuleSoft, and they've been supporting us for years in our data warehouse platform. We're working with Sunera to continue building the team of the future to move our data platform to the cloud. Retooling our teams both on and offshore is a key to a success during this transition. We have a hybrid team composed of full-time employees, onshore Sunera contractors, and an offshore team. This model allows us to grow and manage that growth effectively. It also allows us to be very agile, to change quickly, and to grow in areas where we need to increase resources for a particular tool or technology. Sunera is working with us to retool both our on and offshore resources to our new tools and to our new best practices. I look forward to Sunera growing with us as we move forward with this transition.
All right, thanks for that. You know, I did say it was the last question, but you know, I just got another thought in my head. You know, I just wanted to pick your thoughts on that. I promise this is the last question. My thought was, you know, we are seeing a rapid increase in digital acceleration across industries, right? And some of the you know, initiatives that you have talked about earlier. In fact, a lot of the initiatives that you talked about, you know, earlier, given all these initiatives and given the need to accelerate execution of these initiatives, can you also tell the audience about, you know, how you are thinking and what your strategies on how you prioritize, accelerate, and execute some of these initiatives while ensuring that the target outcomes are met?
Certainly. As we ingest new and more data into our platform, we see a need to change the culture around the way we support data. We need to build our products from the ground up to capture the right data at the right time. And we need to build in both technical and business processes to ensure the quality in this data. This is the foundation for our ability to use our data in new and creative ways with data science, machine learning, and AI. As we integrate new systems into our platform, we need to be sure to integrate the data at a high degree of quality also. This process begins with product owners in our organization who are responsible for the growth of the product line. They need to understand the data needs first before we start development and work with our data platform team to integrate this data. In the past, it was always easy to think of data as an afterthought and to treat our data requirements, you know, after development had already begun or was even completed in some cases. But we're shifting this culture to put requirements in the critical path of application design. So this means thinking right to left, beginning with the outcome in mind and capturing the data at the beginning of the development process. This way we can expose things to our customers, our teachers, our data science team, our analytics teams, and systematically map them from the beginning of the development process into the systems that we're building so that we can achieve the outcomes that we want. In short, our data is no longer used exclusively for back-end business processes. It's a primary concern. And building a team to support the, building a team to support this change is an ongoing process as we move from a centralized set of resources to a more distributed model. It's a real culture change in the company. We're moving from a centralized data warehouse team that was responsible for all of the data requirements from ingestion through transformation through reports to a scaled model that uses business application subject matter experts, data architects, platform architects, BI architects, and others to build scalable systems and to build the right systems. Obviously, it's agile, this process of change, and it requires retooling our resources across the business. It's a long journey, and we're at the beginning of it, but we have a very solid foundation and a very great path forward.